What a boring week. I guess it's natural. Sometimes I take no trades in a week and it's normal. Today is Thursday. We do have one more trading day tomorrow, so we never know. I'm not gonna force anything. I'm just gonna follow my game plan, and if there's any trades, I'll take a trade. There was a potential trade over here, but right now it's like 2 p.m. and it didn't make sense for me to take a trade. 2 p.m. is just too far. Like, I'm not gonna stay all day till 2 and trade. So that's why even if it was a good setup, I wouldn't have taken it. If I leave in the morning or afternoon, then I'm done. I'm not gonna come back, look for a trade, and then take the trade because it doesn't make sense. If I did take the trade right there, I would have lost. Right here is the previous day's lows, and it was a break and retest. But as you see, it failed, and probably because it wasn't that good of a retest, and that's why it failed. Although the Nasdaq is like breaking down this ES level because it's been playing games all day, and then the Nasdaq still goes down. So this level right here, not that great. Did not like what I saw, so I'm not gonna take it. And it was also 2 p.m. and the risk reward was not great. If I took the trade, I'll be risking about 14 points, and that's just too much. That's like triple my risk, so I'm not gonna even try doing that. Starting off October 13th on the Monday, I did not take any trades. Looking at the 30-minute charts, you can see that there's absolutely nothing. The market just tanked like crazy on Friday. There was like some news on like tariffs, and then the market just tanked. And I didn't believe there'll be more downside, because usually if there's a big downside like that, usually if there's a lot of downside, there's always going to be a retracement. And yeah, I just didn't expect that there'll be a trade. So it was a pretty slow day, and it was not really close to any of my levels. And these are not the levels I like trading anyways, because the previous day's highs, the previous day's lows, it's just really far, and it just didn't make sense for me to trade. Coming into Tuesday now, we are still dancing around these levels. We are still like in this zone right here, and I guess we are still pretty bullish, or we're still in a bullish market. And I don't know if I should short, because I'm just trying to see if the level breaks, and I have the pre-market low here. And then when I go to the 2-minute time frame, I thought maybe I could get a trade here, but as you see, it just went down and then it just went back up. Same on the ES, it was a fake out. If I took the trade, I would have lost in both the markets, and that's because I didn't take a trade. And later it did reclaim the previous day's lows, and I was going to take a long, but I just didn't like the charts. The market was just very choppy. Not necessarily choppy, it's just very slow and grindy, and I don't like those markets. And it was the break and retest here, but the Nasdaq was just like sloppier here. Then we go to Wednesday, and we are still in this big channel right here. This is actually a big channel. This is about 500 points. And ES is about, that is a big point. That's like 140 points on the ES as well. The market is bullish right now, so I'll like to take a long if it breaks above this level. But when I go to the 2-minute time frame, it does break. So it gives me a nice break, but there was no retest. So if there's no retest, I can't take the trade. See how it just breaks up, and then there's no retest. It just went straight up. Although it's like pulling back slowly, but this is not a retest. It's just like the charts are not looking good anymore. And this is also the same on the ES. If I did take the trade, I would have lost because it was a fake out, and maybe there was a level there, but I just didn't have any levels, and it was no retest. So maybe I had the wrong levels, or the level was just not, there was just no volume to go up higher that day. Honestly, this week is just very slow. It's like we're in the middle of a channel. As you see, if I just zoom out to the 30-minute time frame, you can see the past 4 days we're just in the middle of the zone. We're just in this big ass channel, and that's 1 2 3 4 5 days right now. Yeah, we're just in this channel right now. Technically it's 4 days because this day doesn't count. That was the last week. And then now we're just in this big ass channel right here. It's not breaking, it's not going anywhere. I can't trade anything because there's no break and retest. It's just getting stuck underneath or just inside the zone, and I just can't take any trades. But we'll see tomorrow. Maybe there's a breakout tomorrow and I'll take a trade. But so far the week is very slow, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay if there's no trades. I'm okay if there's no setup, because I'm not going to take a trade. I just gotta follow my game plan and just sit on my desk, just wait for the proper setup to take, and wait for the good quality setups, and then I'll take the setups. Sometimes that's how trading is. It's boring. You don't have to take trades all day. I don't take trades all day. And if your strategy is taking trades every day, maybe your strategy is like that, so you can do it. But for me, I find that if I take less trades, I actually do better, and my strategy is not as often as other strategies, but I'm okay with it, because I know I just gotta trust the process and just stick to my game plan and just stay focused on waiting for the right setups to happen, and then I can take the setups. And what I like to say is, how you do one thing is how you do everything. Keep staying disciplined, keep staying consistent, and let's just get 1% better every day. And I'll see you in the next one.